These are the five he's throwing out to start the game. Always interesting to see what he puts in the backcourt. No surprise, Singleton, Calathes, Gabriel getting the start tonight, and Antetokounmpo. Jump ball is up, it's underway, it's knocked out of bounds. Panathinaikos will have the first possession. Their fans in full voice. Nick Calathes, as always, starts with the ball in his hands, and as we expect, he goes to Antetokounmpo, who attacks and scores. And the reason Antetokounmpo got the start defensively is because he swarms from all over the court, but if they get him scoring, that is a huge boost. Higgins attacks, fumbles it out of bounds. Under close observation of K.C. Rivers. DeColo matched up against Antetokounmpo. Calathes goes right back to it. This time they double team, which leaves Calathes open for the three. He misses. Corey Higgins snatches the rebound. Clyburn hands off to DeColo. Got it by Gabriel. He'll like this matchup. Swings it back to Clyburn, who drives against Antetokounmpo. Pump fakes, jump hook, no good. Rebound. Antetokounmpo, the number 43. Singleton. He can stretch it, and indeed he does. Chris Singleton loves to step outside and stroke the three. Promising signs for the team in green at the outset. DeColo tries to answer, goes to Kubanov. Beautiful move by the veteran Russian. Coach Pasquale not happy with that. Kubanov puts his head down, just drives strong with his left hand, no help coming over. Gets right to the rim for a score as Calathes hands off, and Antetokounmpo with the throwdown. Fans loving the opener to this game. DeColo against Singleton. Wow, look at that footwork. Just great footwork there. Didn't really explode, didn't even really change pace. Just let Singleton move out of the way. And a gorgeous finish. Rivers, Calathes, Singleton thinks about it. Swings it back to the point guard. Gabriel offers the high screen. He rolls. Calathes just pulls the trigger from deep, and Kubanov steps in and collects the rebound. Karl-Heinz attacks Gabriel. It's a whistle on the play. There's a foul there. Karl-Heinz driving strong against Kenny Gabriel. Inbounds. Ball ends up back in the hands of DeColo, who stops for the long two, misses that rebound. Karl-Heinz. Heinz averaging 2 offensive rebounds a game and drives, misses the layup though. Singleton and the Heinz matchup just going to be fascinating the whole night. Gabriel now, they're trying to target DeColo in the low post. Singleton again from three, that time it's long. Rebound Gabriel. Calathes. K.C. Rivers. He can't get it. Clyburn with the rebound, and this is where Sestra dangerous. Good strong defense from Calathes there. And Chris Singleton tops the ball off the rim. Unfortunately for Panathinaikos, he stuck his hand up through the net to do so. So the bucket counts. It's a 1-point game. Panathinaikos 7, CSKA Moscow 6. Turkish Airlines EuroLeague. Round 19, the second game for both teams this week. It's the doubleheader week. Slow, steady pace so far. No real fast break opportunities. Calathes gets it through to Antetokounmpo, swings it to the corner. Rivers misses the three with an air ball. CSKA tough defensively here in this opening period. Clyburn's not a shooter, he's not a scorer, he's a finisher. Tries to do so there, but challenged by Chris Singleton. And on the lob, oh, that would have been spectacular. Antetokounmpo not able to handle that. You know, Calathes loves to throw the long alley-oop pass. This time he gets Singleton, and that time they draw the foul. Screen and roll there. Singleton goes in strong, and well, Kurbunov stuck his hip out. And it looked like it was Karl-Heinz stuck his hand in from the weak side, but the foul is indeed on Kurbunov. Club captain James Gist enters for Panathinaikos, replacing Kenny Gabriel. Singleton makes his first free throw. Got one to come. Free throw numbers down on the season year on year for Singleton, but he makes a pair there. Corey Higgins at the point guard position, hands off to Colo. Dances through, flips it up, draws the foul. Referee says the foul is on the floor. So DeColo, there's the bump from Gist, and then another one. So, but DeColo, it's just his body control. It's just so remarkable. Doesn't have electric speed. His length. And he can almost telegraphic knowledge of where the defender will be. As we get a turnover and a steal. And in transition, Antetokounmpo was fouled by DeColo. Antetokounmpo is ready to take that up strong. DeColo rushes across, gets a lot of ball. He also chops him on his arms, so Antetokounmpo will go to the line, shoot 2 free throws. Makes the first. Still, Panathinaikos fans have not stopped singing since well before the game begun. Antetokounmpo missed the second free throw. Singleton gets the offensive rebound but throws it away, so CSKA end up with the basketball. And there's a foul at half court, and it'll be on Nick Calathes. Just trying to jump in front of DeColo. Third team foul for the Greens. Karl-Heinz, good body control there. Muscles his way through. Karl-Heinz barely 1.98 they list him as, but he plays much bigger, as does this man here. Calathes tosses it up, and Antetokounmpo throws it down. Now, CSKA trying to reply. Panathinaikos defensively always tough at home. Corey Higgins creates the space with a bit of a shove to push Calathes on his heels, makes the fadeaway jump shot. Two-point game in favor of the hosts. Panathinaikos 12-10. Calathes still orchestrating everything. Guarded by Clyburn, skips it. KC Rivers drives in, left hand, lays it up, can't get it to go. Higgins with another board. Rivers recovers defensively, gets in his way, so now it's Calathes against DeColo, who calls for the high screen from Hines. Karl Hines dives, Kubanov for three, misses it, rebound, ends up in the hands of Rivers. Neither team really getting a lot going offensively there, but Calathes keeps finding his choice of player on the screen and roll. Calathes already with 4 assists, every bucket going through his hands. And then there's a whistle on the defensive end. Panathinaikos, Chris Singleton, can't believe it. Hines just takes up to win the EuroLeague prize. Of course, Turkish Airlines EuroLeague unique. You've got to play through a 30-game regular season. And the top 8 go on to the playoffs, which is best of 5. And then you have a do-or-die Final Four weekend. We're around 19. Approaching the end of the first quarter as Kubanov has his shot rejected by Singleton, and then a fabulous full-court pass from Calathes to Antetokounmpo. 6-point lead, biggest lead of the game so far for Panathinaikos. Karl Hines, nice seal. Great execution of an offensive series there. Calathes, metronomic-like with his dribble, just walks it up the court, and then he's fouled as he tries to change speed and turn the corner. Foul goes to Karl Hines. I guess when you've got athletes like Gist, Singleton, and Antetokounmpo, you can afford to throw those long alley-oop passes. Nikos Pappas makes his first entrance to the game, guarded by Chachi Rodriguez. Calathes drives, the runner, the floater, no good. Big rebound by Clyburn. Clyburn at small forward position leads CSKA in rebounding at just over 6 a game. You see why, the way he attacked the glass then. Rodriguez snatched three-pointer. Oh, drilled that in the face of Singleton. How quick was that release? Pappas, screen offered by Gist. Pappas dancing around off the dribble. Just gets in there, puts it up and muscles his way in. Nikos Pappas. We know he's always the hero come crunch time, but that was a tough bucket there. Oh, Kubanov, miscommunication with Hines, throws the ball away. As impressive as those long court passes are, you have to remember there is hours of practice. They will do drills and drills and drills, and Calathes will just catch it and look and throw it down and find out who, throw it out to whoever his wing is. Goes back to the strategy from Coach Pasquale, saying his players, you've got to block out the moment CSKA shoot so that you've got the chance to get that transition game into action. Calathes has played every second of the game so far as we hit the final minute of the first quarter. Has it knocked loose? Good defense. Semenov there, but Zach Auguste comes in and gets the really loose ball. Saved by Calathes. There's a whistle, there's a foul, and the foul is a CSKA one. Coach Itoudis is livid with himself. Well, he's livid with the referee. Rodriguez says, how is that a foul? Calathes hustles. Pappas tries to grab it, and then Rodriguez ends up with a hand on his wrist. Like both these teams are fighting so hard for every loose ball. Shows just what this game means. 30 times these teams have met in the EuroLeague in the regular season. It's 13 wins for Panathinaikos, 17 for CSKA. But important to note that both teams have been very successful at home against the other. Papas, Calathes, nice screen from Gist. Gave him the extra second to get his shot off, but Calathes comes up short, rebound Hines. Rodriguez skips, throws it away, Gist. Coast to coast, Calathes with the lay-in, and Antetokounmpo makes sure of it with the tip dunk. Well, turnovers creeping into the game early on for CSKA. 4 thus far. Clock winding down. 10 seconds left. 5. Rodriguez flips it to the corner. Semenov misses the 3. Clyburn with an offensive rebound at the buzzer. It brims out. So at the end of one quarter, Clyburn will take the ball out of bounds. It's a CSKA basketball, and Sergio Rodriguez, otherwise known as Chachi, brings it up. DeColo, who's back in the game. Drives, stops, skips it. Clyburn attacks the rim. There's a whistle, it's a foul. It's Antetokounmpo. Just gets tied up with the American forward. Antetokounmpo picking up that foul. Will take a seat. Chris Singleton. He played 9 minutes in the first quarter, gets barely 15 seconds rest in the second before he's back out on the floor. Kyle Hines gets his first break of the night. Clyburn and Calathes have played every second of the game so far. And it's a game that is led by the Greens of Panathinaikos. Calathes, who else? Guarded by DeColo. Drives, tosses it up, Gist can't get the finish as Thelo Hunter challenging him, but Zach Auguste with the steal. Calathes between his legs, behind his back. Papas misses the 3. Thelo Hunter at the other end with the strong lay-in over Auguste. So the depth of both teams will be crucial. Which substitutes are ready to play, which ones are not, and Auguste says, I'm definitely ready. I'll make that 4 alley-oop passes from Nick Calathes. 6 assists for the Maestro. Clyburn, oh, has a big elbow in the chest of Papas. Nothing called though. DeColo back to Clyburn. Pulls from 3. Misses, rebound Calathes. Singleton misses the 3, rebound Auguste. Well, the scoreboard doesn't really reflect it, but Panathinaikos definitely controlling the tempo of this game as Papas, with the shot clock running down, is fouled. Blocking foul, Nando DeColo jumping out and then leaning over. That's the second foul for DeColo. Calathes takes it out of bounds, gets it into Papas. Back to guess who? The point guard, Calathes, drives, tosses it up, Auguste! Oh, he misses the gimme. He's fouled on the alley-oop. We're so accustomed to Panathinaikos finishing those players that we say rhythm of this game so far. which is something that Coach Pasquale will be pleased about. However, got to be nervous, because if you're controlling the game, you've only got a 3-point lead as Zach Auguste misses his first free throw. This is the second. Singleton keeps it alive. He bounces around, ends up in a white jersey in hand, and that's Chachi Rodriguez. DeColo got it by Papas. Screen from Hunter. They switch. So now Hunter mismatched against Papas, but Rodriguez guarded by Calathes. Sergio Rodriguez step back. Good defense from Calathes. Excellent defense from the point guard. Didn't go for the fake, stayed down, didn't stand up, kept his knees bent, and covered all the tricks from Rodriguez. Now he says, let me show you how I post you up. Swings it to Gist. Papas ends up now, 5 on the shot clock, stops from deep, misses the 3. Gist with the stick back, and he wants to be fouled. Well, Gist with a huge offensive rebound. Great board. Well, they see the ball knocked out of bounds off the hands of Antonov and Singleton. It's a 3-point game, 22-19. Crossover from Rodriguez, throws it upstairs, and Othello Hunter says it's his turn to rattle the rim. Othello Hunter gets some speed up. The flashing red shoes gives the big dunk. It's a 1-point game now. Marcus Denman has made his first entrance to the game. Calathes finally getting a break. And CSKA immediately pushed their defense out more aggressively. Auguste, guarded by Antonov, who fouls him in the low post. And Semen Antonov there just chopping down from behind. Got a whistle before the ball can be inbounded. Referee telling Sergio Rodriguez that he has to give the inbounder a little bit of space. Ball eventually comes inbound. Nikos Papas looking down low for Gist in the post against DeColo. And DeColo dances around and gets the steal. And it's ripped back right away by Papas. And he is fouled in transition by Semen Antonov. Well, you see beautiful hands by Papas. And then at half court, Antonov leaves a hand in there, commits the foul. The 4th team foul of the quarter by Moscow. So any more defensive fouls by the Red Army team, and Panathinaikos will shoot free throws. Antetokounmpo back in the game. 9 points on the night. Leading all scorers. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Backcourt violation, so it's a turnover. Second turnover of the night from Panathinaikos on back-to-back plays. As now Coach Tudors goes deep to his bench for Oncevic. Fridzone joins the game. Othello Hunter barrels his way in the paint, spins back over his right shoulder with a strong finish, and sprints back on defense. Othello Hunter, the backup center. Strong move. Gets CSKA their first lead of the night, and then almost gets a steal. Denman, 5 on the shot clock, shoots from deep, comes up short, rebound. Well, there's a foul, there's a whistle on the play. It looks like it's going to be a foul on Antetokounmpo. You see the missed shot. Antetokounmpo comes in and there's a push in the back of Rodriguez. Well, the pace of the game is exactly what Panathinaikos wants, but they dried up offensively, so their defense has got to sustain. Lukas Lekavičius has entered now. He's, well, died nobody for a second there. Gist saves his bacon by picking up on Rodriguez. Othello Hunter over Denman. Challenge strong, rebound strong, Singleton. Lekavičius goes against Fritzone, double clutch pump, and the ball ends up going out of bounds. Didn't touch anything on the rim, so the shot clock does not reset. 10 seconds left for Panathinaikos to get a shot away. Inbound ball knocked out by Fritzone, reaching over Lekavičius. Gist hands off to Lekavičius. Got 5 on the shot clock here. Go to Denman. He comes up short on the 3. Oh, 3-point shooting for Panathinaikos. 1 from 13 tonight. They'll keep putting it up. If they hit their season average now from here, they're going to rain some threes as the game goes on. Clyburn backs in against Denman. Beautiful post move. Oh, we contrast the attack of Panathinaikos at the 3-point line and alley-oops. CSKA, well, they've been pounding it inside. 10 of 17 inside the paint. Only 4 3-point attempts so far. Another one goes up for Panathinaikos. Rebound, Gist flies high and sticks it back the old-fashioned way. James Gist off the miss, skies to the rebound. Fritzone fouls him from behind and Gist sticks with it. Lays it in, gets the and one opportunity. James Gist, solid free throw shooter at 70%. Indeed, he makes it. Gist averaging just over 10 points a game on the season. So they'd expected more offensively from him, but the focus of Panathinaikos remains defense. They've got CSKA to play this grinded out pace with them. So relatively low scoring so far. The thing is, when you play CSKA, you know they're going to make a run. Seems to be every third quarter, but right now looking to make one in the second as Vorontsevich misses the 3. Gist can't handle the rebound. Hunter! Off the touch pass from Kubanov. CSKA back in the lead. 25 Panathinaikos, 27 CSKA. Lekavičius tries to lob it up there for Antetokounmpo, but Hunter breaks up the play. And Kubanov attacks the rim, puts up his left hand, gets his own rebound. Great footwork, blocked and rejected by Singleton. So great footwork, pivots around. Singleton catches it on the way up. Calathes comes back into the game for Panathinaikos, trying to trigger the offense. Fritzone curls off the down screen from Hunter, misses the jumper. Rebound Calathes, immediate impact by the point guard. Singleton lobs it down in the low post. They double team, so he swings it. Denman kicks it back to Calathes. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Denman has it knocked loose. He goes out of bounds. The referee says it is a CSKA Moscow basketball. He says Demon gets inside there. Well, I think he came off his knee at the end. CSKA showing they can play some tough defense too. Game very much in the balance as we start to count down towards half-time. Kurbanov backs in against Rivers, skips it. Andrei Vencejevic was open, well challenged by Antetokounmpo, and that time the ball goes out of bounds off Othello Hunter. So it will be a Panathinaikos possession. And Calathes walks it up the court against Vitaly Fridzone. Lobs it up again. Oh, so easy. The screen and roll comes. CSKA switch, which Leaper, no more for his rim protection as a shot blocker, but tonight really effective offensively. Got 8 points so far, 4 of 5 from the field. Out of the timeout, Rodriguez steps around, fakes over Calathes, and gets the bucket. Rodriguez moves on to 5 points. CSKA back in front again. They trail by as many as 6. And they lead by 2, 29-27. Calathes gets his feet set, misses the 3. Panathinaikos' woes at the three-point line continue. Calathes 0 of 4. His team is 1 of 14 from beyond the arc. Team that shoots just under 40% on the season. And if you want to take it positively, you say, Rob, we've missed 13 of 14. We're now going to make 10 of our next 14. But off the miss, Gist. Rivers says, I'll try it, and he misses. At some point in time, Coach Pasquale got a choice to make. Do you just let your team keep clanking away from downtown, or say, hey, let's try and get some more layups? Rodriguez got it by Antetokounmpo. Switches off to Singleton. Shoots over Singleton. Kurbanov kind of pushes his way in there, ends up passing it back to Fridzone. He misses from 3. Well, between the two teams, they are 2 of 22. That's why the field goal percentage overall is pretty poor for both teams. Rivers, finally something in the low post, skips it. Gist tries his arm from 3. And he misses, but big rebound. Rivers misses the layup, and another layup. Well, both coaches really will be anxious to get to halftime to talk to their teams about their offensive performance. Yes, the defense has been tough, but offensively they need to be better than this, and that is a very, very simple set. Coach Pasquale is furious. Casey Rivers shooting donuts tonight. It's been put from him. With Pasquale, he's not that worried about offense, but what he is worried about is he can't have his defense ease up. So out of the timeout, Calathes, no shot there. Got it by Kurbanov. Here comes a high screen from Gist. Singleton drives, bounce pass through this Gist. Fouls committed. That's going to be Corey Higgins. It's a better offensive set from Panathinaikos. If everything you do is behind the three-point line, the defense just sags tighter and tighter in. And Higgins commits the foul, which will send James Gist to the line. Gist makes the first. He remains perfect at the line, 2 from 2. Well, if you're Panathinaikos, you'll be wanting to get this point here and then get a stop. With some semblance of momentum going into halftime. He makes it. Now, CSKA, 7.1 ticks on the clock. Rodriguez fouled. Strategic foul by Papas. Because Panathinaikos have got fouls to give. Rodriguez being booed every time he touches the ball. Well, Panathinaikos still have a foul to give, so you sit Calathes to protect him. And then at the buzzer, well, Rodriguez waiting for the foul. And there's a whistle here. I think Singleton maybe wants a foul because he caught the rebound and definitely tried. So there's almost 2 battles emerging in the EuroLeague now as we get down the stretch, or past halfway. The battle for the top 4 and the battle to make the playoffs. This is all about the top 4. Third quarter underway. Panathinaikos start out with Calathes to Rivers, guarded by Hunter. So he doesn't set for the 3, he doesn't, steps in. Calathes drives baseline against Rodriguez, a step back 2. That would have been a rather spectacular bucket. So CSKA in the hands of Rodriguez. Clyburn dives in for the high-low pass, can't get it. Now they get it to him on the weak side. Antonov challenged and misses on the long 2. Rebound Calathes. Antetokounmpo comes off the down screen. Back to his point guard, Calathes. Singleton pushes in against Clyburn. That's a better offense, but he misses the 2. Rebound ends up with Kurbanoff. Clyburn, nice drive against Antetokounmpo, but he misses the layup. Well, both teams have come out cold here in the third. Calathes with the layup, finally drops the bucket. Calathes 4 points to go with his 7 assists. He's been responsible personally for 18 of Panathinaikos' 31 points, as Sergio Rodriguez shows that lightning quick release as he drills from 3. Now Rodriguez on defense against Calathes. Skip. Casey Hunter. Screen. Makes the 3 for the Greens. As I said, if you Panathinaikos get to their scoring average from the 3-point line tonight, you expect them to make their next 7 or 8. As a great cut from Adela Hunter. Coach Pasquale furious. Players go ball watching. Gist and Singleton did not know where Hunter was. Kurbanoff did though. And Hunter continues to make his living at the bucket. And Casey Rivers tries to start a new revenue stream from the 3-point line as Hunter misses the free throw. Calathes pushes hard in transition. Post up Rivers against Rodriguez. Double team comes from Antonov. Rivers keeps it. Gonna have to make something happen. Drives, step back 2, left hand, makes it! Casey Rivers doing what all good shooters do, giving the ball high arc so he's got a chance to go in. Rodriguez fakes, has his shot rejected by who else? Antetokounmpo. Calathes, Singleton. through his legs, gets it back, and there's a hard foul on Rodriguez. Happy with the officials because they decided that that was an unsportsmanlike foul. Well, a hard foul becomes an unsportsmanlike, which sends Singleton to the line for the 2 free throws we're expecting, but they also will get possession rather. So Panathinaikos now lead by a deuce. With this possession to try and extend the lead. Antetokounmpo drives, can't get anywhere, goes back to Rivers, who's going to be on one-on-one against Clyburn, who's an excellent defender. Rivers kicks it, Calathes has popped open, drains it from 3! Timeout! Says hard to explain the passion felt by Panathinaikos fans until you meet a couple of them. Then it soon becomes clear. Rodriguez now booed every time he has the ball, jeered by the fans. Colo makes his first entrance to the game and zip pass. Rotella Hunter has his dunk rejected by Antetokounmpo, who then goes the other end and throws it down! Thanasis Antetokounmpo! The block at one end, the dunk at the other. We'll see that play again. DeColo. Antonov. Good hands, Gist. Now Panathinaikos got the lead. Look out for the lob. He skips. Rivers from deep. Give me that 3! Calathes with the dime, Rivers with the 3, Panathinaikos with a 10-point lead. And there's a foul, and it looks like never underestimate the communication, the value of the communication between these teams, the best teams in the EuroLeague. They operate almost as a unit, 12 players, and there's a foul immediately called. James Gist judged to have fouled Othello Hunter. Officials calling it tight at the moment, so both teams might need to be a bit careful defensively as DeColo goes to work, one of the craftiest players in the EuroLeague. Clyburn, one of the most skillful, missed the jumper. Hunter has his shot blocked. Gabriel with the block. Rodriguez, he dances loose and makes a mid-range jump shot, ending the scoring drought for CSKA. Calathes guarded by Higgins. Rivers upstairs to Gist, and the foul is called on Hunter. Body contact, stopping Gist from getting the alley-oop dunk. Very physical this game is now. Higgins steps in there and rips it from Antetokounmpo. Rodriguez from 3, count it. Well, Chachi Rodriguez has gone into scoring mode. The fans do not love the Spanish point guard right now. He can fill it up. So after the timeout, wow, there's an immediate, aggressive foul by Corey Higgins. It looked like CSKA were trying to double team. It was almost like they were trying to stop the clock. Not quite sure what motivation was behind that play. Remains Panathinaikos ball. CSKA have now committed 4 fouls. So many more defensive fouls will send Panathinaikos to the line. I think that might be the strategy. Well, they're trying to deny Calathes the ball all over the court. Don't forget, he's only a 53% free throw shooter. Now he's got the ball in his hands. He goes down low. Rivers, one-on-one against Rodriguez. Higgins comes to the double team. Calathes skips it. That's Genny Gabriel. He misses. Rebound. Rivers. Pump fakes. Back out. Calathes goes in. Flips it up and gets the layup to drop. Well, Coach Itoudis said his team were out-hustled in the first period. They're being outscored here in the third. Calathes flirting with the double-double already. 9 points, 8 assists. De Colo upstairs to Hunter. He can't get it off, so it goes to Higgins. Higgins had been very quiet offensively. Double team. Don't need to foul. Gist and Rivers smelling blood when Higgins picks up his dribble. They jump all over him. Half a second, less than half a second on the shot clock. Barely time to catch and shoot for CSKA. As De Colo has his shot rejected. No surprise, but I'll tell you who's done it though. Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Catch, smack that. What a game of basketball we've had so far. Twists and turns. On balance, you would say that the Greens are good for their lead. As Calathes misses an open three. Clyburn gets a rebound. He's going to go to De Colo, and then he's going to go post up. Slides to the corner, in fact, so De Colo skips. Higgins makes another three. Well, both sides starting to make it from downtown. Corey Higgins, quiet in the first half, moves on to 7 points. Gets his team back within 4. Calathes gets Gist in the low post, guarded by Higgins. Bounce pass, tries to get it through to Antetokounmpo, comes off the foot of De Colo. Substitutions by Panathinaikos been few and far between here in that third period. Nikos Pappas replaces Antetokounmpo. Calathes gets Rivers, who's now backing down against Rodriguez. Gist has it knocked loose. De Colo with another steal. He's such a crafty player. And Gist gets the block, but it's a goaltending play. The ball had already hit the backboard. De Colo, renowned for his offensive prowess, but he's such a crafty player. So the ball clearly hits the rim before Gist manages to block it. So after leading by 10 points, it's now a 2-point game. Panathinaikos were up by 10. Now they lead by 2, 48-46. Approaching 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Pappas, Ian Vugiauskas, his first action of the game. Skips out. Calathes misses the three. Rebound, Gabriel. Calathes drives, says, give me a layup this time. He's fouled. That's going to be Karl Heinz, who's just entered the game. Not really got his feet set. Calathes misses the layup, but he gets fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot a pair. He knows he's had a tough shooting night tonight. Calathes 4 from 13 from the field, 1 of 7 on the 3-point line. Misses his first free throw. Always been an enigma. Trying to understand the guy who can shoot the ball so well. Just struggles at the free throw line so much. Makes the second. Back out to a 3-point lead. This game anything but done. De Colo and Rodriguez not played together a lot in the third period, but now they are, and the points are racking up, although Higgins misses. Calathes in transition. Vugiauskas has it blocked. and he travelled. Well, anybody who questions the toughness of Karl-Heinz at 1.98 meters, as Ian Bugiauskas at 2.11 meters comes in. Heinz with the hang time and the block. De Colo, got it by Pappas. Now he's open. Bugiauskas just not really able to help off that high screen. Well, they trail by 10. They've tied it up. De Colo makes his first three-point shot of the night, his only three-point shot of the night. Pappas drives against Clyburn, and with the finish, he wants the foul too. Nikos Pappas says he hasn't got time to wait for late game heroics. He makes the hard drive. We approach the end of the third period. How tough has this game been defensively? CSKA yet to break the 50-point margin. And Panathinaikos, well, they've only got 51. We've got a foul there by Pappas. Such a tough finisher of his drives to the basket, Pappas. Both teams in the bonus now, so Panathinaikos have to play straight up. Higgins misses the long two. Karl-Heinz gets the rebound, but Calathes knocks it out. It will remain a CSKA basketball. Coach Pasquale goes with his defensive subs. Sits Bugiauskas. Rivers brings in Gist and Antetokounmpo. Rodriguez trying to deny. De Colo. Heinz drives, attacks, makes the layup. Strong play by Karl-Heinz. Pappas winds it down for the final offense of the third period. Double team. They get Calathes, looks the clock, drives in the lane. Pappas misses the three at the buzzer. You don't say that very often about Nikos Pappas. So after 30 minutes of action, catch your breath, folks. From Moscow to Athens on Wednesday night or Thursday morning. And Panathinaikos, of course, were in Istanbul 2 nights ago, playing against Fenerbahce. And the opening play and the opening score, Will Clyburn. Just sticking with the play. Gets the layup. Calathes, soft foul there by Corey Higgins. Just reaching around, getting a bit too close, riding on the shoulder of Calathes. Well, we've got a technical foul from Coach Tudis or the bench of Panathinaikos. Pappas makes the free throw. It will be possession to Panathinaikos as well. Coach Tudis, well, he figures he can be as Greek as you like at home. He's back in his home city, saying, "What did I say?" So Calathes, guarded by Higgins. Pappas drives, skips, Gist swings it round the horn. Calathes gets in the paint. Good defense by CSKA, keeping the ball and their man in front of them. Pappas gets in, clutch, screens it, can't get it to go. Rebound, layup, Kenny Gabriel. Well, on a night where everybody has to contribute, Kenny Gabriel makes it ugly, but it still counts as 2 points, and Panathinaikos back in front, and there's a whistle under the basket. It's Heinz and Calathes get tied up. See, there's Heinz trying to post up Calathes. Loses balance, goes down, draws the foul. (54-53). Panathinaikos lead. 9 minutes left in the regulation. Fourth quarter action here, round 19 of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague, as Chachi Rodriguez makes the acrobatic layup. Well, despite the fatigue that we would expect, some of these players have gone long minutes tonight as Papas gets loose and there's an offensive, there's a goaltend. Basket interference. You see Will Clyburn comes on and challenges. And his afro hits the net. The 2 points count. Green's back in front. Clyburn, spin move around Singleton. Gets the layup to drop. Well, it's turned into a slugfest. Oh, Calathes, beautiful find, beautiful cut back door by Papas. Remains a 1 point game. Rodriguez, down low to Kyle Hines, skips it out. Corey Higgins misses the three. DeColo on the balls, but Calathes gets the rebound and he's tied up from behind by Kyle Hines. Well, the night where we've got the role reversal, we've got point guards dominating the backboard, big men chasing behind the three-point line. Calathes now, Gist, the big man for three, air ball. Rodriguez back the other way. DeColo, foul by Gabriel. It's a hard foul. Let's say this is where DeColo perhaps has a little bit of a reputation for selling it. A little bit of gamesmanship there by the Frenchman. Coach Tudis wants a shooting foul. There to get the ball back. Rodriguez. Going for DeColo. Got it by Singleton. Stops. Long two. Rebound. Gabriel. Papas in transition. Calathes kicks it back. Gabriel drives through. Lays it high. Gets his own rebound. No, Clyburn gets it, and in transition, Rodriguez misses the lay-in and Papas knocks it out of bounds. Well, credit the hustle. Calathes one side, Rodriguez looking for the foul. He misses off the backboard and Papas smacks it out. Ball didn't touch the rim. There's no reset in the shot clock. Oh, it's hard to say which way this game will go. The offensive quality of CSKA with Rodriguez and DeColo in the backcourt, or this defensive toughness that Panathinaikos wield on the home floor. Rodriguez drives, flips it up, and he ends up dropping through. He's so crafty offensively against the much taller, more athletic Singleton. He gets the shot off and got the accuracy to get it to drop. Papas now. Can he answer for Panathinaikos? Long way to go in this game, so both teams are going to have to battle it out. As good defense from Clyburn. Papas tries to pass, instead he throws it out of bounds. Antetokounmpo comes back into the game. Kenny Gabriel, who's made an important contribution, particularly on the rebounding side of things, sits down. And Rodriguez goes from disliked to despised. The jeers from the home fans as he drives in again, and this time challenges Gist, misses, but there's Corey Higgins. Corey Higgins, very quiet in the first half. Now he's got 9 points. It's Calathes with the quick release. He misses the layup. Wow. Antetokounmpo wanted the foul, and then Papas steals it back. Calathes, bounce pass, Papas, no foul, but he gets the layup. The pace of the game picking up, the scoring of the game not, though. 60-61, Panathinaikos trails CSKA by a point. Clyburn trips over the leg of Chris Singleton. That's a defensive foul. Oh, just a great pass and catch, finished by Papas as Calathes goes on to 10 assists and 10 points. The double-double on the board, but he wants the W. Clyburn spins the baseline. Gist comes over to help, and there's a weak side help down from Antetokounmpo, stopping the dunk of Kyle Hines. Antetokounmpo says he got all ball. I tend to agree with him, but the referee didn't make that call in slow motion. They saw it at full pace. So Kyle Hines, well, he does what he always does. Down the stretch, crunch time. Kyle Hines steps up. Excellent free throw shooter he is. As tight as this game has been called here in the second half, you've got the feeling free throws are going to have a big part to play in the way this game concludes. It's a 2-point lead for CSKA. Calathes looking for Casey Rivers, comes off the down screen. Then he goes off the roll for Gist. Gist now hands off to Calathes. A lot of movement. Gist tries to get through for the follow-up, but Antetokounmpo grabs the loose ball as a whistle. Ball came out of bounds. Whenever he comes to the Oaka means more to him than probably any other road trip. Clyburn. Well, you saw he fumbled it. He attacks, he drives, there's a whistle, there's a foul, it's a blocking foul. Looks like it's on James Gist. Clyburn, who fumbled the ball when it came in bounds. The fans wanted the double dribble. Well, you can take your pick who the foul is going to be on. It doesn't matter. Clyburn goes to the line, makes his first free throw. He's got one to come. It's a 3-point lead. Don't forget, CSKA trailed by 10 in the third period, 46-36. Now they lead. He misses the second, 60-63. CSKA in front. Fans urging their green heroes on. It's Calathes. Gets it to Gist. Papas fakes. He loses the handle. And in transition, Higgins, 1-2, makes the lay-in. Corey Higgins comes up huge on offense. Calathes needs to get something to happen while he tries to step back three. And who am I to tell him get off the three-point line? He strokes it. Now it's a 2-point game. It's Rodriguez. Guarded by Papas. Clyburn looking to post up against Rivers. Drives. He's a great one-on-one player. The finisher. Skips it. DeColo. Gimme them three. How tough is this CSKA Moscow team? The fire in the eyes of the head coach. He points to his temples and says, focus. 15-point swing. Gist, 3-point attempt. misses it. Rebound, Rodriguez. Cesca in the ascendancy with 3 minutes to go. Clyburn picks up his dribble. Corey Higgins winds it up, strokes another trifecta. Clyburn is patient. Higgins scoring 20. 63-71. 8-point lead for the visitors. Will that timeout signal a change in momentum in favor of Panathinaikos? If something doesn't happen quickly, they could lose their perfect home record. Double team comes down on Calathes, who is fouled by Rodriguez. Third foul by Sergio Rodriguez. Chachi there, just slapping away. Third foul for Cesca in the fourth period. Gist gets it, goes back to Calathes. 10 on the shot clock. Rivers comes off the down screen, comes off firing, makes the three. Casey Rivers stroke. 12-7. Panathinaikos currently 12-6. They need this win desperately. They want this win desperately. Right now, they desperately need to perform defensively. DeColo. This is the prime five for Cesca. DeColo, Rodriguez, Clyburn, Higgins, Hines. DeColo does it all on his own. Fade away, misses the one-legged shot. Calathes gets Rivers, comes off the down screen again. They go this time to Papas. He drives against Higgins. Looks at the shot clock, fakes, and he's fouled in the attempt of a three-point shot. Corey Higgins falls for the oldest trick in the book. Papas fakes, Higgins leaps. Papas steps in and takes the foul. He'll shoot 3 free throws. They trail by 8. And when you're losing down the stretch of a basketball game, the best way to score is with the game clock stopped, and so he draws a 3-shot foul. They were down by 8. Rivers made the 3, cut it to 5. Papas makes the first of 3 free throws. Makes a pair. He's got one more to come. Well, we talk about this game having fits. Panathinaikos led by 6 in the first half. Cesca got up by 4 or 5. Then Panathinaikos led by as many as 10 in the third. Cesca led by 8. Just 3 minutes. A minute ago. Now it's a 2-point game. 69-71. Rodriguez, leading scorer in the night, stays at 17 points. Papas, Calathes rather, hustles the loose ball. Hang on to your hats, folks. This game's got twists and turns to go. Calathes, they're trying to get KC Rivers off the downscreen. Instead they go back to Papas. One-on-one with Higgins, steps. Can't get the same play to work, so Rivers, 3 down, off the backboard, rebound. Corey Higgins, big board. Tough defensive set from Cesca. What have they got on the offensive end? They wind it down. Clyburn and Singleton, one-on-one. Now he's got to go against Calathes, who steals it. But Rodriguez gets it back at the shot clock buzzer. He drills the 3. Chachi Rodriguez. Oh my word, what a bucket. Panathinaikos get the steal. Somehow the ball ends up in the hands of Rodriguez, and he nails it with 0.1 on the shot clock. Is that enough? Gist now. Got to go quick if he's going to shoot a 2. He's fouled. Will Clyburn slapping on the arm. That'll send the captain to the line for 2 free throws. Wow. Panathinaikos got the, no, I'll say they got the steal, knocked the ball free from Will Clyburn. If they come up with that one, they'd have been feeling great, but instead, Rodriguez strokes the 3. And then at the other end, Gist misses a free throw. Both coaches working the sidelines. Utudis yelling at his team to rebound. Gist makes the free throw. We've got a timeout by Coach Utudis and CSKA. They lead by 4. Panathinaikos 70. The ball, they trail by 4. What a victory this could be for CSKA. 34 seconds left. Ball comes in, 5 seconds, and he throws it off the leg of Nick Calathes. Heady play by Will Clyburn. Knew the 5-second violation was coming. So Panathinaikos are doing all they can to get the steal here. They're not trying to foul. And the 5 seconds of love, the ball goes in, and Rodriguez gets in the corner. You're going to have to foul him. They're going to have to foul. Well, now it's gone too long. 13, 7, 8 seconds come off the clock. Almost got to make a decision. If you're going to go, if you're going to foul, you foul straight away. Rodriguez will go shoot a pair of free throws. The offense-defense substitutions come in now. Defensive subs for CSKA. James Gist not had the normal impact he has tonight. At home, he is normally a fantastic player. Only got 6 points. Rodriguez, we can almost count this one before he shoots it. Makes a pair. Still only a 2-score game, though. Trailing by 5, Panathinaikos desperately need a 3. They need a score, and they just need one quickly. Calathes tries to get it quick, throws it up, misses the layup. Rebound Hunter gets it to DeColo, the best free throw shooter in the history of the EuroLeague. Clyburn flips it. Hines. DeColo stands there. This one, folks, is done. And credit to the league leaders in the standings. CSKA Moscow have come into the Lions' Den. That is the Oaxaca, where Panathinaikos are undefeated on the season. They get the W.